What's up, bitches?
Welcome to Los Jerkos.
I'm Travis,
I'm Nate.
and we are the Los Jerkos.
The Jerks.
The Jerks.
What are you smoking today, Poppy?
Looks like I'm smoking what you're smoking, Poppy. These were given to us. First of all, these are the Blood Medicine by Crowned Heads,
Limited edition 2025.
which is really good. One of my favorites. It is I believe Nicaraguan filler, Ecuadorian Habano wrapper, and Ecuadorian Connecticut binder. And it's a nice little, it's a good breakfast smoke. It's like eating cornflakes. Nothing super flavorful, just
The first puff was quite nice.
yeah.
The regular production Blood Medicine I wasn't really digging. I liked when they were released for an event. I had the pleasure of smoking one of those. I thought that was fantastic. But when they did the regular production, they seemed a bit too mild in the flavor department.
Yeah.
And wasn't really digging that. A lot of people liked them, just wasn't my thing.
It's one of my faves. And these were given to us by a dude that used to work with us. Then he disappeared. He didn't call. He didn't write. And he just showed up one fucking day with cigars in his hand. And he's like, "Hey guys, I got some cigars for you. I just want to say that really fucking like what you guys are doing. I really support it."
Uh-huh.
And then I said, "Oh, what's your favorite episode?" He goes, "Oh, well, I haven't listened to it yet."
But I heard you guys are doing raffles.
So, Joseph Anderson, fuck you.
Fuck you, Joseph.
This is your shout out. Thank you for the cigars, though. They're very good.
I love you. I love you, bro.
Yeah, just like the dad thing you're doing where you just kind of disappear. Don't call, don't write. It's kind of fucked, but, it is what it is. You're
Should
forgiven.
have at least brought that gallon of milk in when you came in the shop.
Yeah, for fucking real. I'd say that, like, I'd say some nice things, but it's not like you're going to fucking listen to the episode anyway, so.
Is there a difference between these limited edition and the regular production?
I don't have a lot of details on it. When I talked to the rep, he said that they started doing this limited edition. Essentially what it is like different sizes and different, like, I don't think they're going to alter the blends, but every year they're going to do a release of it. They want to start looking at doing like Maduros and doing like a Maduro Blood Medicine, then every other year do like, hey, this is the Maduro in this size, and this is the natural in this size next year. So they have a lot of different like routes they're trying to go. So I'm not sure. The rep said it's kind of up in the air right now, but for the time being, it's limited because it's that year they're releasing. I can't remember the number of boxes, but certain number of boxes they release in the year, and then when they're gone, they're fucking gone. So I don't know how much they tweak the blend every year. I don't think they're going to tweak it much. I think it's going to be more Vitolas, and then maybe they find a way to do a Maduro version, like they did with Mil Diaz.
Yeah, right. Well,
But it's not bad.
This ain't bad. This ain't bad so far.
Not too shabby.
Oh, anything in the news, baby?
Tariffs, price hike, price raising, tariffs, bullshit. Yeah, nothing exciting. Like, obviously there's cigars and shit, but it's mostly just tariff talk and bullshit.
Yeah. Well, at the very least, I seen that J.C. Newman marks 130 years in the cigar industry. Yeah, that's fucking awesome, man.
J.C. Newman's a G. You made one of my favorite cigars, the Julius fucking Caesar.
Yeah.
So
you know
good.
what? I had no idea that the guy who started it, I didn't know that his name was Julius.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just thought they were just... I don't know what the fuck
And
I
then
was
they
thinking.
spelled Caesar the Hispanic way, not the Latin way. So it's spelled
well,
that way. Yeah.
Makes sense, I guess,
Yeah.
dealing with tobacco.
But that's one of my... I mean, it's so good that I couldn't even taste it when I was doing a blind taste test. Thanks, Steve Martinez, for that.
Yeah. Yeah, JC. I like JC Newman a lot, and I hope they have many, many more years ahead of them.
Here's to 130 more.
Yeah.
JC Newman, Android.
Yeah. What's your what would you put up there as one of your favorite JC Newman smokes?
Fuck. Oh yeah. I mean, Julius Caesar's up there. I mean, they gotta stop raising the price of that fucking thing because it was a steal when it was cheaper, but like, or less expensive. Sorry. Angel Cuesta.
Angel
Slaps
Cuesta
for me. Yeah, I think Julius Caesar, Angel Cuesta.
I like the Angel Cuesta, but it falls flat if I have it alone. But if I pair it with a good beverage,
Yeah.
I think it fucking slaps. Which Abina Soda, please sponsor us.
Please sponsor us.
They make a soda. I'm gonna have to go back and find my notes, but one of their sodas pairs insanely well with that cigar. It just really brightens it up, makes it pop. It's fucking awesome, man.
I love that. I mean, as much as I'm not big on like torpedoes, Solomons and stuff, they're usually hit or miss for me. That Angel Cuesta Solomon, every time, man. And it's I can get 2 good hours with that.
Yeah.
Which is
I
impressive
think I like
for me.
the Toro better than that Solomon.
No, I fucking love the Solomon. Best 2 hours.
I'm probably gonna ride with the Black Diamond.
Yeah.
I think that is.
Original blend was better, but yeah.
You think the? Oh yes, the blue and platinum band or blue and silver.
Yeah.
And now it's like gold and black, but yeah, the original blend was fucking amazing. And I wish I could get my hands on some of the original blend, but the new one's still good. I like it a lot still.
Oh, I thought of another one. Fuck. God damn it. It's going to make it even harder. The
Quorum?
Maximus.
Oh.
I love
The Maximus?
I love the Maximus.
What do you love about it?
Just that whole profile just hits like, so I'm starting to gravitate towards those like those kind of sun-grown kind of profiles. If they're done right, like I like a little bit of spice, but not over the top and whatnot. That Maximus is like, to me, it's like the Angel Cuesta is like super silky and smooth. The Maximus is spicy, sun-grown. Like, it's just a good, I don't know. It's like if the Julius Caesar or the I don't know, not Black Diamond, maybe Diamond Crown, and the Angel Cuesta had like a baby.
Yeah.
It's got that spice. It's not too dark, but it's got enough robustness in it and flavor in it. I don't know. I love that fucking cigar. I don't get to smoke them enough.
I should revisit it. I've honestly smoked it 3 times, and all 3 times I was like, it's not super special for me. It didn't do too much for me.
I don't know. I just love that stick. I love that fucking stick. Hell yeah. Other than that, you know who else is having a celebration, bud?
Who?
Gurkha. 35 years.
35 years.
Kaizad and Sosha, question mark. Let me know when you sponsor us. Let me know if I'm pronouncing your name right.
So what is that, 1991?
1989.
1989.
Yeah,
1989.
it's a year, or it's 2 years younger than me.
Okay, yeah.
So
1989.
it's it dropped a Torpedo, 35 years. Congrats. I don't know how much it is. I didn't go that deep into it. I just assumed it was $1,000 and he was going to drop it off in a helicopter.
Mm-hmm.
So
You think when Gurkha first released back in 1989 and in the early 90s, you think that the smokes were actually good?
well, they better be fucking good.
They had to have been, right?
If we are, I mean, if they lasted this long, I would hope so. But also, if we're gonna give them a shop in '90s land, they better be good in the '90s.
Yeah, true.
It'd be kind of dog shit if they're like Swisher Sweets. But no, I mean, they had to have been good. This, they couldn't have survived this long. So think of it this way: Nat Sherman went out of business. Nat Sherman was good.
Yeah.
Nat Sherman went out of business. Granted, quote unquote, COVID.
Mm-hmm.
But if
I
Nat
still
Sherman.
don't buy COVID being the reason for that, but
No, but if Nat Sherman went out of business, I mean, and he's been around longer than Gurkha, I believe.
mm-hmm.
So
yeah,
Gurkha's been kicking it, and they must be doing something right. I don't know. Someone smokes them. I know you know someone that smokes them pretty religiously.
yeah,
Yeah.
I do. It's my good friend. Are we gonna smoke the 35th anniversary?
I don't know. If
episode?
they sponsor us, I'm completely willing to. That's the catch. Gurkha, just send us some cigars, sponsor us, have a sense of humor. We don't shit on you that much. I've shit on Perdomo quite a bit.
I think I might put a poll when we drop this episode on the Spotify for people to input their information. But should we legitimately reach out to Gurkha?
Do you think so? Thinking in a business sense, do you think Gurkha would be like, you know what? This is my chance to show I got a sense of humor. Like,
Yeah,
let's sponsor
I can
these
take
guys.
the heat.
Yeah,
Let's sponsor these guys.
give
I'll
us some
still
cigars.
talk hella shit,
Hell yeah.
But
Unless I'm impressed. Here's
unless
the
you
thing.
send me some shit that
Yeah.
I'm impressed with, and then I'll tell the world, hey,
I'll be honest.
Gurkha's coming back.
They're turning
Gurkha
around.
found a new groove.
Yeah.
I
How
doubt it,
Gurkha
but
got its groove back.
yeah. So
all
I'll put a poll up. You guys let us know, and then if you guys all agree that we should genuinely reach out to Gurkha, we'll post the letter we send on social media.
Yeah.
And we'll keep everybody updated. If you
Reach
guys
out.
say no, then I'll reach out to Rocky Patel to see if he can get a sponsor.
If he can reach out to Gurkha.
Reach out to Gurkha for us.
Hell yeah. So those are pretty big deals. That's the news. Unless you really want to hear us talk about tariffs, which
Yeah.
I'm good. I've had enough talk about tariffs with
other-
every fucking customer that comes into the goddamn
I'm
lounge.
good on that. What about being sponsored by other places? I was thinking of maybe trying to get a legit sponsorship through a shop, like an online shop. Should I mention the name that I was thinking, or not?
I mean, if we're gonna, we're not saying anything bad about it. We're just saying
No.
possibilities. So like,
Yeah. So I was thinking about reaching out to Cigar Page, seeing if they'd be interested in sponsoring us.
Cigar Page, if you sponsor us, I'll get Chimpo tattooed.
He'll do it.
I'll do it. I'm not going to tell you where because I don't know. I was going to say on my ass, but that I don't know if I'm feeling that. But I'll get.
Then we
I'll get
gotta post a
Chimpo.
picture on that.
Yeah, I'll get Chimpo tattooed if you sponsor. us.
So what he'll do is he'll get Chimpo tattooed in the crease of his butt, and then put a cigar in his butthole, so it looks like
he's
Chimpo's smoking. And
3D.
we'll post that on social media. And Instagram won't do shit about it because apparently you can just post buttholes on Instagram.
Oh
It's
yeah,
no big deal.
Absolutely, you
It's
can
no
post
big deal.
anything on Instagram now. I've seen titties and assholes, and
Yeah.
there's no getting away. Instagram's the cesspool of the internet.
Yeah, and on the topic of like sponsorships and shit like that too, I'd like for you and I to hit up events, tickets on release for like Big Smoke. There's plenty of other cigar events. There's a local cigar event that's here in Nashville, but I won't be able to hit that. Neither will Travis. I think he's working on the day that
Yeah.
it takes place. But we do want to hit cigar events and try to poke some fun and have some fun at these places.
Yeah. Get some experience, some media experience.
Yeah.
I mean, another thing is, I never ran this by you, but if anyone out there that's listening has like they're a musician or like I don't know, for some fucking weird reason has extra shit that you just want to like donate, like for example, we want like lapel mics.
Yeah.
So like if there's any like musicians that have some extra shit or have something that could be of some sort of use to us,
For recording.
Yeah.
Whatever.
like reach out to us and let us know. I mean, obviously we're kind of broke right now, but like we definitely want to do lapel mics and or smaller mics where we could go to like.
That was terrifying.
Oh shit, Batman's here. But like we want to do lapel mics or smaller mics where we can like go to an event and not have to like walk around with these stands and shit. These are really big microphones, and
Yeah, we can't.
then Nate has to carry his whole ass fucking desktop computer on his back, and it's just gonna look weird. It's very intimidating for people. We want something a little bit smaller.
Yeah, I might include like a Amazon wish list on our OnlyFans page for people to
Yeah,
hook us up with some of this shit.
mics and dildos.
Mm-hmm.
They go hand in hand. No
Good
pun intended.
Dildos molded from. I'm just not gonna go there.
Jesus Christ.
That was fucked.
Yeah, if you do sponsor or if you do send us stuff, we'll get home dildo making kits and we'll send you molds of our dicks so you can go fuck yourself.
I'm not gonna send you a mold of my dick. What I will send you a mold of is like my big toe. You can use that.
Oh,
Big toe mold.
it is a thickie. It's a thick old toe.
You'll like it.
Yeah, it'll stretch out. It's not gonna hit your spot, but you're gonna be limping. Jesus Christ. So today is a very special day because we're going to talk about stupid shit, which I feel like a lot of our episodes are about that.
Yeah.
But this one is specifically stupid shit that people do, like blunders and things like that, with their cigars or in a cigar lounge. Just terrible fucking things people do.
Yeah. We working at a lounge, we see a lot of dumb fucking bullshit. I've done a lot of dumb fucking bullshit through my whole time smoking cigars. I've learned lessons though, but I've seen people not learn lessons.
Yeah, or continue to not learn lessons.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm perfect. I haven't done anything to fuck up, except for a couple days ago, when I proceeded to ash in because I'm a dirty degen. I have empty cans in my car, and I would ash.
Cans.
What?
Half empty cans.
Half that. Well, there was one of them that was half empty. It was the one that I was drinking out of, and I ashed into it, forgetting that was the one I was drinking out of, and then I started getting parched and decided I was going to drink out of that can, and I got a whole mouthful of Red Bull and ash. So that's my blunder.
Yummy.
Other than that, I'm fucking perfect. So that's my story.
Did it take you back to when you were a little kid?
You want to know what? At first, you know how Red Bull's fucking, please sponsor us, is strong as fuck.
Yeah.
It was flavor-wise at first, it was fine. Like I took a pretty deep chug of it, and it was fine. It was the aftertaste. It was like it tasted like petroleum or like charcoal or something.
Yeah.
It was like really fucking gross, and I was like, God, that's a weird fucking taste. What's wrong with my cigar or whatever? And I stopped and I looked over at the can. And I was like, I think I just fucking ashed in that goddamn fucking can. So yeah, that's my blunder. That was like 3-4 days ago.
The reason I bring that up to remind you of your kid, I guess this wasn't a scenario for you, but when I was a little kid, man, it was commonplace for me to pick up a soda can that one of the adults had and go to take a sip from it and then get a bunch of ash in my mouth because the adults are all fucking flicking their cigarettes in the can.
Oh, you know? Shit, no.
So, like, Pepsi fucking tasted the weirdest for me for a long time.
Oh, fuck.
Because everybody's drinking Pepsis and fucking, they flick their cigarette ash in there.
No, luckily.
Little 5-year-old me coming up like, I'm going to sneak a drink of this Pepsi. Fucking get a drink and it's all ash.
No. I've never usually that's a scenario where you get smacked. Like, so I've never like tried to sneak anything because I get my ass beat. So like, no, that was unfortunately my first time.
Got me.
Oh yeah, that sweet cherub face. Got stickers and stuff with your sweet cherub face on it. But yeah, I mean, so that was my blunder. a couple days ago. And in all honesty, since then, I've been on my A game, paying attention for everything. Won't make that fucking mistake again. But we work at a cigar lounge, and let's just say it has its moments, is the nicest way I can put it without getting into a rage.
Yeah.
On this fine Lord's Day, Sunday. I haven't seen anything lately, but we have a whole bunch of fucking examples.
Yeah. I think the first one I want to hear you hit on, though, is the Leaf by Oscar story.
Oh, fuck.
Because I think that shit's funny.
So, for those that don't know what the Leaf is, I'm assuming most of you do. It's Oscar Vallardes. He made a cigar where the cigar is wrapped in a tobacco leaf, and it's supposed to keep it fresher and whatever.
Instead of using the cellophane.
We had a employee that had bought that cigar, and he went home and he smoked it, but he didn't take the leaf off of it. He thought that was the cigar. So he's lighting this loose leaf around a cigar, and he's smoking it.
Jesus.
And it wasn't until the next day a customer comes in, buys one, starts taking the leaf off, and he goes, "Oh, I didn't know you had to take the leaf off of that." And he goes, "Yeah, there's a cigar underneath." And he turns and looks at me and he goes, I smoked the whole thing." And I was like, "Oh my fucking God." I don't know if you've ever lit like...
Did you ask him how it tasted?
He said it tasted fine, but also on top of that,
him.
First of all, who we're talking about, he probably was stoned or had no fucking idea. But also on top of that, like, you know how like when you light a cedar stick, or like when you light loose tobacco or whatever, it flitters about. It's like just flaming ashes raining down all over the place.
Yeah,
I could just imagine this fucking dude like panicking, trying to hold his leaf together, and all these things are flittering around his fucking house, setting shit on fire. And I'm like, God, you're really fucking killing me, dog. So that has become a running trend. I have to tell everyone to take the leaf off because people are so confused by that fucking cigar. Self-awareness, baby.
Yeah, it's fucking hilarious, man.
Or like, what was...
Oh, I remember some lady. This not anything goofy, but the Leaf by Oscar. Some lady fucking asked. She wanted to take pictures of a wine, that her company made, and she asked us if we had any loose leaf tobacco, and I was like, I don't. But I got her to purchase a few of the Leaf by Oscar just to take the fucking leaf off of it and use those.
Ugh. Well, waste of cigars. She's not going to smoke them. She's just going to peel the leaves off them and use them for photos. Idiots. Fucking idiots.
Yeah.
Hate people. I think... I mean, that's... And that's... The thing is like, that's not even... I mean, okay, so smoking it, I guess, is a blunder, but, like... Just not... Like, a lot of that's just not paying attention. We're running a fine line today, guys, with... like turning this into a fucking gripe episode and a fucking blunder episode. There will be another gripe episode.
Yes.
Where we bitch and complain about everything. So
and I may
forgive
repeat
us.
myself.
Yeah.
I may repeat myself.
Forgive us if we kind of tread that line poorly and end up leaning into an area every now and then.
Yeah.
Because it's going to get heated here.
The smoking that fucking leaf like an idiot reminds me of there was one guy that came in, and I think I mentioned this on another episode before, but the fucking Arturo Fuente short story.
Oh, fuck.
The guy grabbed a Arturo Fuente short story, and you know how it goes to the little tiny tip at the end?
Mm-hmm.
That guy put that in his mouth and lit the other end of the cigar. And so he's smoking it through this little fucking tiny nipple at the end of the cigar the whole time. I wish
he's suckling on it.
Yeah, man. It was so funny looking. I wish I would have got a picture of that fucking
Oh my God.
idiot. But yeah, man.
I think I've seen this a lot, actually. A lot of it's with like weird, not they're like frat boys or like with groups of people that are definitely not from around town, like tourists that aren't used to smoking cigars. The amount of times I have to stop someone before they light the wrong end of their cigar or smoke from the wrong end of their cigar is insane. And it's one of those things that there's context clues. That band is up where you're not supposed to be lighting, things like that. But these dudes will nonstop, or they'll try lighting it without cutting it. Oh, I gotta cut this?
When you first started smoking, man, did you have to actually put thought into which end of the cigar you light up?
No. That's what's so fucking astonishing about it.
I can't remember if I did or didn't, because I'm, like, I am a little special.
Yeah, but like,
so I may have, like, when I was getting into cigars, I may have like looked it up, like, what's the whole etiquette and everything, and then saw that this is the proper end to light from.
You're not giving yourself enough credit. I guarantee you, and I didn't know you that far back. You're old as shit, so I wasn't even born yet. Like, I promise you, 110 goddamn % that no way in hell did you look up to see which end you smoke, because you can read context clues. I've seen you fucking do it. You said, "Oh, the band is further on one side than the other. That must be the spot that I don't fucking light." That's not. It just doesn't.
Yeah, man.
And back then, in the good old days when you were riding dinosaurs and shit to work and whatnot, the bands were normal sized. It wasn't these rocky fucking 3/4 bands or Perdomo 3/4 bands. Like, it was a band at the top, and that's where you fucking smoke from. I guarantee you didn't have to look it up, because it shouldn't be looked up. It's not fucking rocket science, folks. It's really not. It's not fucking rocket science. This is going to turn into a gripe episode. I can feel it.
Yeah, man. I mean, I get people ask me, though, like, do I take the band off before I smoke it? And so, like, these kind of things are, like, up to you. So if you're, like, overthinking it to where you should take the band off or not right away, like, that's an overthinking type of thing to me, because the band is so high up. Do you need to take it off right away?
Yeah, what's the need to?
Why do you need to?
I'm not. We're talking about this, and I took my fucking band off.
Yeah, but my point is, though, is like, it's, if you're overthinking it like that, maybe you are overthinking it of what end do I light.
Yeah, I mean, maybe. Mine's out of habit, mainly because I smoke a lot of shit that I'm not supposed to smoke. So in our cigar lounge, we have the policy that we're smoking the shit out of our humidor, which makes sense. And if you're not, take the band off. We're not advertising for companies we don't sell.
Yeah.
So I'm naturally always taking my band off in the beginning.
I never do that.
Oh,
I never take it off, and I know I've been told that, like, I shouldn't be smoking stuff we don't have. But you know what I do? I leave the band on because I don't like to prematurely take my band off.
I know.
I straight up, customers ask me, like, what are you smoking? And I'll tell them, like, this. And then they'll be like, oh, you guys don't carry that? And I was like, no. And then, I'll have people straight up ask me, like, well, why are you smoking it? And I'll be like, yeah, because I bring stuff from home. And then I straight tell them, don't tell the boss.
Don't fucking tell him. I'll fucking kill you.
Yeah.
I'll find where you live. I'll fucking kill you.
Don't fucking tell the boss.
No, it's really not that deep. He doesn't get, like, I've never been yelled at. Doesn't get pissed at me, but, like, I've been doing it now for what, almost 6 years, 5.5 years.
Yeah.
So now it's just like second nature. I peel the band off and just fuck off with it.
I've been told not to wear cigar apparel that brands we don't carry. I do it anyway.
Yeah, I mean, I was
except
doing
for
it.
Ashton now. I won't rock Ashton stuff at the lounge.
I was doing foundation way before we got foundation. Mm-hmm. I'm foundation fanboy
Rocking
through and through.
Johnny Tobacco Nut shirts.
Oh, Johnny Tobacco Nut, yeah.
Which we should carry. We should get some room 101
just
in
that.
There.
I'm just Johnny Tobacco Nut.
Yeah, just that would be good. Nah, fucking some of the Sancho Panzas are pretty good, but that's not room 101. But like, it's blended by Matt Booth. There's just my thing is there's stuff there that
Oh yeah.
we could carry. Anyway, I'm getting off topic.
We're off topic. We're off topic. We said this was going to happen though. Like lighting, going back to what we were talking about, lighting the wrong end or smoking from the wrong end happens way too often. I've had people ask me what side do I got to cut? Where do I smoke? Where do I cut? And it's like, I mean, the closed end is where you would cut. I don't know why you'd fucking ask.
Would you? So, for a very unfamiliar face that you suspect to never return, would you ever decide to just go ahead and fuck with that person and tell them the wrong things? You ever get that urge to do that?
No. So here's the thing: is I get some sort of weird pleasure, making someone feel stupid. So like, we can go like just a side story with that. For instance, we got rid of our taps at our lounge, and the people that come up and go, "Oh, what do you got on tap?" There are no visible spots. We don't have any taps anymore. So I do the sarcastic, like I look over at the table and I go, well, we don't have taps. And I just like do like little sarcastic things to make people feel stupid. So in a scenario like that, when they're like, oh, well, like which end do I smoke or which end do I cut or whatever, I would be like, well, the closed off end would probably be the part that you'd want to cut, and you'd probably want to smoke from that end. Mm-hmm. So like it's just, I get the weird pleasure of making people feel stupid, and my boss hates it so fucking much, but it's, you don't learn if I hold your fucking hand through it.
Yeah.
You don't learn if I have to baby. You're like a grown-ass adult with, like, you choose your clothing, you figure out what you got to eat, you get your nourishment, whatever. Like, you make all these adult-ass decisions, and you come in here and it's a bunch of rolled fucking leaves in a stick, and you need me to hold your fucking hand through it. I'm not your babysitter, dog. Figure it the fuck out.
Yup.
So it's like, I will make you feel stupid. That's just, and the thing is if they're new, cool, I get it. But if it's like some fucking schmuck, the amount of dudes that I have come in that they, I don't have a cutter, can you cut this? You've been coming in for like 3 fucking years on like a bi-daily basis. And you still need me, you don't have a cigar cutter? What the fuck are you doing?
Yeah, I can't stand when somebody.
This is a gripe episode.
It is a gripe. All right, let's move along because we're fucking.
Speaking of cutting cigars, the one story I do want to tell. This is the one that I was more excited about than the leaf one. Is like when you see like people cut themselves on the store cutter, and it's mind-boggling to me how you could be like so aloof with where you put your fingers.
Well, explain the device though, because I feel like people need a visual.
So the tabletop cutters in most cigar lounges now have to put a sign that says, "Please, like, watch your fingers. Do not cut your goddamn fingers in this." It's a tabletop. It's like a big silver brick, 4 holes, and a lever, and that lever guides 4 different shaped cuts across the holes. So it cuts your cigar. It does deep V, shallow V, and then 2 different ring gauges of straight cut. And the amount of people that just like, they press that shit in, and they fucking go for it, and they completely disregard where their pinky's hanging, where their middle finger's hanging, where they're like, is insane to me. And there was a day that I haven't seen him since, but he was like really old. And I don't know if you know this, but old people are bleeders.
Oh, yeah. Motherfuckers
bleed. I mean, it's like a Kill Bill movie. Just fucking spraying blood everywhere. And this fucking dude goes and he puts his... And the thing that sucks about that is like the V-cut is like a claw. Mm-hmm. So it does kind of come up out of the spot where you put your cigar. And he just hung his finger a little too low, and he gets fucking nabbed by the fucking V cutter. And he doesn't fully realize it at first. So he just goes, "Oh, I got nipped a little bit. I'll be fine." but like there's like blood drops all over the floor, and he's like, oh, just give me a paper towel, I'll be fine. And he's like soaking this paper towel that I'm giving him. He had to go get more.
Oh, Jesus.
And it's all over the counter, all over the cutter, all over the floor. And this dude just fucking, like, I mean, we're talking like toilet paper roll, like thick ass roll of paper towel around his finger.
He probably took a chunk out of his fucking
And like a fucking champ, motherfucker sits down, wobbles over to his chair, sits the fuck down, and smokes his goddamn cigar. And I, like, every like 5-10 minutes, I'm like, you good? You bleeding out? You still conscious? Whatever. He's like, yeah, I'm doing all right. I'm all right.
I'm good. This ain't nothing, bud.
Yeah. He's like a Vietnam War vet. He's like, fuck this. I ain't no pussy.
Fuck. I've seen several people.
I used to kill gooks in Nam.
Zipperhead.
So it was just like, and then I cleaned the cutter. I'm pretty sure we've gotten rid of that cutter since, but we have like disinfectant everything and whatever. So like, I got rubber. I didn't see the cut, so in my head, I'm assuming there is a piece of human inside this. So I'm like rubber gloving it and just like looking in there, cleaning it out and whatnot. And this is going to lead into another one of our fucking dumb kind of mistakes that people make. I'm cleaning out the cutter, and out falls probably a good fucking like 3/4 of an inch, half-inch piece of cigar. And it was a torpedo, so it kind of looked like a fingertip. And so like I pulled it out of the cutter, and I walked over to him. I was like, Can you unravel that real quick? I think a piece of your finger's in here. And I show him, and he goes, he just starts laughing, and then he goes, who the fuck cuts that much off a cigar? And I was like, yeah, I don't know, but I just thought I thought it'd be funny if I pull it out for you. But
that's crazy how many people cut a fuck ton of the cigar
holy
off.
Shit.
It's insane.
Yeah.
I've got several pictures on my phone of just like an inch of cigar.
Yeah, they call that a short Robusto now. That's like a legit size.
Yeah, right.
The amount people fucking cut off, that's like the Escurio short Robusto.
Yeah, fucking maniacs.
It's insane to me. And that's, I mean, dude, people cut way too much off of those. And I tell people all the time the right way to do it, and they still fucking go.
It's funny, too, though, because I've seen people that I know smoke a lot. They smoke enough to know, and still just cut a fuck ton of the cigar off.
Oh, yeah. It's like in their head, the only credit or the only, like, thing I can think of is in their head, they think that the entire cigar is glued.
Yeah.
They think,
which
okay, it
somewhat is, but it's not enough to...
I mean, it's not.
Yeah.
They do it right at the end. So they do it like maybe 3 inches of glue.
It might be different companies, because I've seen rollers where they
do the whole edge of it.
They do the whole edge of the leaf and then roll it up. So it's probably different companies.
But like they cut without any thought of, well, this cigar could fall apart because I'm cutting it. Because they don't realize that the caps are what hold the cigar from falling apart.
Right.
So it's like it's the same with the people. Another thing that really I try to advise people not to do is if you got a cigar that's falling apart, don't start peeling away the wrapper or the binder. Who are we fucking kidding? All of it. Like, you're going to end up with a real shitty scenario as if you keep peeling the wrapper away and you're just smoking the bunch of tobacco in the middle. So it's just like the amount of times I see people doing fucking surgery to their cigars.
Yep.
Peeling away the whole fucking wrapper.
Here's another one that I think is fucking hilarious, and this happened to me a few times. Motherfuckers asking me if they can use a punch on a torpedo.
Oh, God, I've never seen that.
Never?
Never.
Dude, it's happened to me like 3 times, motherfuckers.
Oh, my God.
Can I use a punch on that? And I'm pretty sure I asked a dude one time, like, yo, what do you think's going to happen if you use a punch on this?
Wait, that was like a couple days ago someone asked you.
I think so, yeah.
Because I remember you going, no, I wouldn't. Why would you punch a torpedo? Like, I wouldn't punch a torpedo. I remember I was standing there.
Punch the fucking side of the very tippy top.
I literally laughed about it.
You can't, yeah. You can't, Punching a torpedo. That's fucking hilarious to me.
It's just the people, man. And then, like, there'll be people, and I guarantee you, if you weren't there, who would have tried it. And they'd be like, God, I don't know how this ain't fucking working.
Yep.
But, like, this is where we're going to lean into the gripe section. Why the fuck is that how you think?
Yeah.
Why is that?
No thought process whatsoever of how the fuck that's going to turn out.
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty basic shit. Like, what the fuck were you thinking?
If you're listening right now,
fuck you. You're an asshole.
You have a torpedo cigar, I want you to take out a punch cutter and try to punch cut your cigar. Do it.
Which is a fucking terrible idea. So bad. Or the people that don't realize how, like, cigars are not fragile by any means, but they're more fragile than certain things. You know what I mean? Like, it's not super fragile, but you can't, like, the amount of people I see that, like, toss their cigar up on the counter. Like,
yeah, that annoys the piss out of me.
That can crack your cigar, dog. Why do you?
But I also just feel like it's fucking rude to me.
Yeah.
Like, what are you throwing that at me to fucking scan for you?
Or when they push down too hard, like the cutter on the tabletop cutter, they'll fucking push it down too hard and you can hear it crunching.
Yeah.
And it's like,
fucking idiots.
Like, stop. You don't gotta let the blade do the work. What are you fucking ramming that shit down? I remember, so this is another funny story of my wife's dad. I don't think he listens. He probably does.
No,
we'll find out.
He does. He
told you?
He was in the shop that one day and asked when do we usually drop episodes.
Hell yeah. What's up, Pops? I'm going to tell a story about one time I saw you cut a cigar and you pressed down way too hard and I literally watched this thing disintegrate. It was just like... It was like in the movies where someone hits the ground and the ground just cracks all around it. I watched this whole thing disintegrate and I said, well... Let's go get you another one. And you said, nah, that's what the band's for. And you smoked that thing all the way to the end. And I was like, yes. Yeah, that was... people jam those fucking cigars in there hard. And you listen to him crack and then, so kudos to him. He smoked the whole fucking thing. He was all for it. But, I've had people come up and be like, oh, man, my cigar's cracked. Well, because you're tossing it around like a rag doll, jamming it into shit. I'd hate to see how you handle your penis. It's just like you're just jamming that shit into anything, slamming it indoors, sitting on it,
having fat ugly bitches with pretty faces and high heels step on them. Did I say fat ugly bitches? Because the fat part is ugly, but the pretty face.
Jesus Christ. I don't remember, but yes.
That's good.
All of the above, yes.
Yeah.
But it's like, the people you're just savages, man. And it's not even, the thing is this whole thing is supposed to be about blunders. But a lot of these things, I don't know if they're blunders. It's just like ignorance. It's just like...
Well, ignorance can lead to blunders.
Mm-hmm.
On a side note, let me ask you this. If you've ever found yourself in a scenario where you don't have a cutter. Now, I know you could just use your fucking teeth, but say you got a torpedo or something like that.
I'm going to be honest with you.
You're not using your teeth on that.
I've heard you can use your teeth, but I've never actually done it or seen it be done.
I've done it. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, hell yeah. Especially on something like with the pigtail cap or something it makes it easy, but or just a regular cap, yeah. And it honestly... It also depends on how it was rolled in the cap.
Yeah.
So I don't know if you ever noticed when you cut some caps that there's a slight space between the cap and the interior of the tobacco.
Yeah.
Those are great. Your teeth, boom. But if the tobacco reaches the cap and it's flush with the cap, it's a little harder to use your teeth on. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, I've never done that before.
I've done it.
I've seen people do it, but I've never done it.
I've done that because I find myself without a cutter pretty often. I just forget. Nowadays, I'm well prepared, but yeah, if I don't have a cutter, I'll use my teeth. But if I don't have a cutter for a fucking torpedo, there's other things I have to try to figure out how to fucking cut the bitch
Matchstick.
with. Yeah, matchstick. Yeah. Another thing is, so if you got like long pinky nails and you got a flat
Crack
cap,
pinkies? Yeah.
you can fucking poke a hole using your pinky nail around
Oh, yeah.
and just pull the cap back a little bit.
I mean, at the end of the day, all you're doing is getting the cap off to create airflow. You don't have to cut that much off. You don't even have to take the cap off.
So that's why I bring up torpedo again, though, because you can't really do that with a torpedo based on the way that cigar is rolled. That tobacco goes all the way up into that cap. So, like, you're not going to get a nice cut if you don't have a cutter. You know, you can't really bite that one because you'd have to bite through a fuck ton of tobacco. So, what, like, have you ever used anything or tried anything?
No. I mean, I wonder, I might actually test this out at work today. I wonder if you could take, like, either a toothpick or like a matchstick or whatever and just puncture up towards the end, like cross puncture.
Yeah.
At the very end, get 4 holes. Get 4 holes that kind of go in all different directions. Because at the end of the day, like, I read this somewhere. I don't know how true this is. I'm not any of Winston Churchill's family members. But supposedly, what he would do, Winston Churchill would just take a matchstick and poke a hole at the end of his cigars. And that was just all he wanted airflow-wise, is that, to smoke his cigars. And so I started trying it, and it actually fucking works. But I'm curious about a torpedo.
But you gotta have, a cigar like that needs a fairly loose draw to begin with. Like, one cigar I can name that has like a super loose draw, every single fucking one of them, is the Hermoso Padron.
Yeah.
Those have insanely loose draws. I mean, you literally can just put like a pin needle in that bitch and get a good draw.
Oh, yeah. I've seen people cut them with weird things. I've seen them chew, but I've seen people cut.
Well, I bring that up because my stupid ass tried to use scissors. I didn't have a cutter, and I tried to use scissors on a fucking torpedo one time, so I didn't have a cutter. And I didn't have a razor knife or nothing. I was like, I got these scissors, and I tried.
But you would think scissors would actually work better than like a knife.
Just because the way the scissors go, the cutting action of the scissors crimps it.
Yeah. Fuck.
Pinches it at the end and just obliterates the wrapper. And then it struggles to cut through.
How do you feel about those knives? Because so they make those knives that are like cigar cutters, but they have that's the same exact motion.
I hate those fucking knives.
Yeah,
I don't like them.
I don't understand.
They kind of. The reason I don't like them is, one, they don't have a blade on the opposite side. It's just one blade. So what's happening is, you put it in the section for the indent for the cigar to go in. You push the knife. Really what it's doing is that knife pushing the rest of the cap on the opposite side up into the dull part of the knife.
Yeah.
And you're just kind of crushing it.
Yeah.
I fucking hate that.
Yeah. I mean, I've seen people use those all the time, and they don't seem to cut. They don't do what they're supposed to do. They're not cutting, they're tearing. Yeah,
and I hate that idea.
Scissors is...
They're beautiful. They're beautiful looking cutters. You know, those French ones.
Oh, yeah.
Like $100 and something bucks.
It might be more. Fuck. I don't even remember.
Yeah, $200 and something bucks. But yeah, I think they're fucking stupid. They're useless. Unless you're going to try to, use one as a weapon.
Yeah.
You might have a little luck. But like you mentioned before.
They're not spring-loaded.
Yeah. So
they don't... Yeah, you have to hold them open. I don't understand those. Scissors I've never seen before. Even, like, I've seen people use a regular knife, which it's like they use the table as like a cutting board, and they just kind of saw
too
at
much
it.
tearing.
Yeah.
Yeah. That cringe.
Oh god.
A razor knife is all right. I've used a razor knife a few times, and it can do the job. It can, if you have a fresh razor on your razor knife.
Yeah. It's just, man, fuck. You just use a cutter. Or, like, ask someone that has a cutter.
Something else. I got a Zippo lighter. thing I don't like, and I've seen people do this, is they'll use a Zippo, but they'll just, as soon as they flint it, they start lighting their cigar.
Yeah.
The thing is, when you open your Zippo, the fluid's just flowing as it's open. And so there's some of the fluid fume that's not burnt by the first ignition, and you can still smell it. And you can taste that on your cigar. Motherfuckers that just flick it open and go to town, like, you flip open your Zippo and you're going to, like, give it a second to fucking burn off the excess fuel that came out of the lighter. That way you're not...
You're talking about, like, a regular, like a soft flame Zippo?
The soft flame Zippo. Because you could smell that fucking fluid. Like
crazy. You can smell it. I don't know if I've ever tasted it, though.
I have.
It might be because 90% of the time I'm, like you said, I'm waiting and just letting it
wait a second, let that fluid, the excess fluid in the
mainly because I just like flicking a Zippo open and lighting it because I'm a twat. So I'm just like flicking it open, lighting it, flicking it open, lighting it, and then I'll light my cigar. But I don't use a Zippo very often.
I don't either. But Zippo also makes some like torch inserts now, shit like that. I think they also have a soft flame insert where you can use that other butane and not the
oh yeah, where it's still a soft flame, but you can put like the butane that we use for our torches,
the cleaner butane.
Yeah, I mean the people that do that, they don't have taste buds. The ones that are just like lighting it and just fucking going, they don't have a palate. They don't have taste buds. Those are the same fucking people that'll fucking smoke through the band of a cigar. Or I've had people light up the fucking fabric foot band of a cigar Lord. And be like, no, it's okay. Like, you can smoke through it. They wouldn't put it on there if you're gonna... Okay, whatever floats your fucking boat,
That's
man.
fucked. See, like, lighting through paper is one thing, but doing the straight-up ribbon, holy fuck, dude.
Yeah, people are fucking weird, man. And it's like, there are sometimes, like, actually, John did it yesterday where he was smoking, and then he looked down and he goes, oh, that's why my cigar tasted like shit. He had not realized he had smoked it all the way up to the band, and now the band was starting to burn. Mm-hmm. But, like, he noticed it. He tasted it and said, oh, fuck.
So have you actually tried smoking through a band, the paper band, not like the Leaf by Oscar fucking tobacco band, but the... No? I've tried it, and the reason I tried it is because one of the Fuentes, I forget her name, but she's in the Fuente family, and I was following her on Instagram, and almost every fucking cigar I saw her, she mainly smokes Opus X.
Right.
Because she's
privileged.
She's privileged. And almost every time I seen a video of her, she's smoking the fucking paper in the band too. And I was like, dude, that's gotta taste like shit. And I had to find out, and I tried doing it one time, and I was like, this tastes like shit.
Yeah.
So this lady is like,
who's in the family, palate.
Her fucking palate sucks. And
she's
I'm sorry.
The palate by sex alone.
Yeah. I tried doing it. No, it's fucking terrible.
It's so noticeable. It makes like, I don't know. Like, so like John caught it right away. Mm-hmm. It was actually now that I think about it, I think it was a blood medicine. And he goes, it looked kind of cool. Like those, like, you know how you got like outlaw like posters or whatever, and it looks like the edges of the paper are burned around it. Yeah. That's what it looked like. And he goes, shit, that's actually kind of fucking cool. They should have made it like that. And I'm like, yeah, I mean, we'll flip it around and smoke through the fucking band at the top too.
Yeah, make it look cool as fuck. But yeah, no, that shit's gross. Don't do that. Yeah. Fucking idiot.
Stop. You literally want to sit here and ban cigarettes for the fucking chemicals in them, and then you want to fucking smoke
paper
with
and ink on it,
fucking kerosene and whatever the fuck else you're doing. Fucking monsters. And then when you fucking this, I just saw this on the list, and I just really need to go in on this. The people that throw their fucking cigar in the trash. Yeah, they don't think about it. They're just kind of like, oh, I thought it was okay to throw in the trash. Oh, you mean like after you were literally just smoking it, you thought it was okay?
Yeah, they're trying to help you out by emptying their own ashtray, so they just set their cigar in the ashtray, and they're ready to leave, and they just bring the ashtray up and put the ashtray in there, forgetting they just put a fucking cigar.
That doesn't help me. That almost destroys my business. That literally doesn't help. But it's like that's. there are the people that fucking... We could go into two sides of this. The gripe section, where it is the people that are just so fucking stupid, they just throw it in there.
Yeah.
That's the gripe side. The people that are genuinely just... That it is a mistake.
Make a mistake.
They're trying to help and
Which
they pour it in the fucking thing.
Us as employees are capable of making that mistake too, since we're always cleaning out ashtrays and shit.
Oh, yeah.
And we're trying to be quick with it, where it's just you forget to check the tip of a cigar and you put it in the fucking...
Yeah. Then you end up with a flaming bag of trash.
Yeah.
And then you gotta
I've done
spend
that.
15 to 20 minutes out back trying
I
to...
fucking emptied somebody's ashtray, didn't check the tip.
Mm-hmm.
But quickly caught it, saw there's some smoke coming out of the can, it just dumped a little water in there.
It must be
It's all
nice to
good.
quickly catch it. We have a back room that has a trash can as well as the front of our store. And if you don't pay attention and you dump some of the ash or some of a lit cigar into the back trash can, you really don't notice it until you see smoke kind of billowing out of the back room. And then you walk back there and there's a small campfire going on in the back, and then you have to rush it out the back door and try to find a way to not set all the trees and bushes out back on fire. Yeah, it's fun. It's fun. You're not helping, and none of you fuckers are helping. Leave your shit in the goddamn ashtray and let me take care of it.
Yeah.
The amount of times that I've had to fucking put out fires because you assholes want to be helpful. I know we live in the South and everyone wants to be helpful. Fuck off. Stop it.
Yeah.
I don't need your goddamn help.
Just
I fucking
leave,
get
leave
paid.
the cigar in the ashtray. Let the professionals like me, not Travis, handle it.
Yeah. Not me. I'm
There's a
literally inches away from just like letting it fucking go. If it wasn't a brick building and I knew they'd catch it in time,
There was
let it fucking burn.
at the sister location, there was a guy that like obliterated the trash can, and the whole upstairs was fucking...
Oh my god, I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Yeah, the customer trying to help, put his ashtray into the trash can, thinking it would help. We have it upstairs with like no cameras. It's where the bathrooms are. It's where there's like it's not a VIP, it's like an event section, not like a VIP section, but it's like an event room. And he took a call up there, and he to help, so they didn't have to go up there and clean up after him. They said, well, I'm gonna put my ashtray in the trash. And no one fucking went up to check. And it was still hot in a whole ass trash can. Like the pretty basic ones, the typical like restaurant size ones, was melted all the way down about... There was only like 4 or 5 inches of it left.
Yeah, this is like a 3.5 foot tall trash can.
And they didn't notice it until they saw smoke. So there is a long hallway. It goes into 2 flights of stairs up to this room that has bathrooms and whatever. This smoke was so much that it was billowing downwards. Smoke doesn't go down, usually. It went downwards and down the long hallway and started flowing into the main lounge. And it was only then that anyone fucking realized what was happening. Mm-hmm. And they ended up with, 4 inches of trash can and a lot of smoke and a lot of damage. So, yeah, don't just leave your shit alone. Stop. And it kind of goes into this one because it sucks. I really don't like when people do this. But if you want to throw your shit in the trash can, stamp that shit out.
Oh, God. No, don't do that. Don't fucking stamp that shit.
No, I hate that shit too.
I can't stand seeing people do that. It'll die out. Just let it sit, guys. Just let it
Have
fucking
some respect
sit.
for the cigar.
Unless you're somebody that can stamp it out right. I've seen people do it right.
No.
It's fucking like they don't keep smashing the fucking thing. They just push down on it slowly until it's like... and to where it can sit upright on its own. You can do that.
Nah. Don't.
It's still
leave it.
It's still fucking...
The reason is because it causes so much more smoke. Just let it go.
Well, this is what I'm saying, because I seen a guy do it the other day, and I was like, okay, you're allowed to fucking do it. He smashed it down in there. He wasn't, like, beating the hell out of it, smashing it. He was just pushing slowly until it was, like, nothing. You know what I'm saying? And then it sat upright.
We're creating too many exceptions. Just leave your fucking cigar alone.
Yeah,
How about that?
You could just set it in there.
Stop.
It's not like a cigarette.
We're creating a gray area, and the gray area is where people are the most fucking stupid. So
yeah,
stop.
Right.
Don't give this one guy the exception because he did it in a classy fucking British manner. Like, fuck off with that shit.
British.
Stop fucking tamping out your goddamn cigar. Leave it in the fucking thing, and then it'll just fucking go out. You don't have to take your 5-10 minutes, because he wasn't puffing on it, so he spent 5 to 10 minutes just kind of slowly, surgically fucking tamping out a cigar. Put it in the fucking ashtray, fuck out. That's it.
I'm about ready to do it, bro.
Don't do it, you fucking monster. No, it's
I'm
just...
enjoying this cigar, I ain't doing it.
Yeah, it's not a bad stick.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
It's
getting
a pretty
getting a little
stick.
ammonia towards the end here. What? Do you hear that?
What is that? Is that music?
Let me open the fucking window. Hold on.
Yo, you filthy animals! It's Clyde Burns. I know the damn doors are locked and the windows are bolted shut after I accidentally broke in last time. But newsflash, I don't need your hospitality. I brought a boombox and a bad attitude. Now you have to listen. Wanna stalk 'em like I do? Find them on Facebook at Los Jerkos and on Instagram at Los Jerkos Podcast, because some mouth breathers still won't give up the clean handle. The underscore's permanent now, like a bad tattoo on your brand. And hey, you feel like funding the cigar-fueled chaos? Drop a donation, bitch. Venmo is at Los Jerkos. PayPal is Los Jerkos. You toss coin, they toss you credit. Executive producer, Cigar Fairy, Puff Daddy Supreme. Whatever tickles your ash. Lube sold separately. Alright, I'm out of here. Neighbors are calling the cops, and I already owe that one guy an apology I ain't given. Y'all keep puffin', keep postin', and for the love of nicotine, unlock the damn door next time. Clyde Burns, signing off. Louder than your bad decisions. Alright, you filthy animals, strap in, cause we're ending Season 2 with a bang. And you can be a part of it if you've got $40 and half a brain. We're hosting a blind tasting, and it's exactly what it sounds like. Unbanded cigars, hand-picked by us, sent straight to your grubby little hands. Then, for the season finale, you get to hop on a video herf with us, live and smoking, as we dissect these mystery sticks like two guys who think they know what they're doing. We'll guide you through the whole thing. Flavors, strength, burn, ash, construction, the full-on cigar autopsy. And if you think you've got the chops to guess what it is, step up. If you're right, we'll give you props on the show. If you're wrong, well, so is everybody else. And we'll reveal the blend at the end anyway, so no one's left crying in their humidor. Here's the deal, $40 to join. June 15th is the deadline. PayPal or Venmo us. Links are in the fucking description. This ain't some influencer cigar club garbage. It's just us, you, and a damn good time with a couple of mystery cigars. Come get weird with us, talk some shit, and see if your palate's worth a damn. Tastes like victory, or maybe Nicaraguan Corojo. I don't know. We'll find out.
What the fuck? This dude's getting fucking weird, man.
This motherfucker's creepy, bro. What a strange
See,
fucking
you locked
person.
your doors and your fucking windows this time. He didn't come inside.
Yeah, so now he's just doing anything to get her fucking attention.
God damn. Like, I'm all for having, like, groupies and fans and shit, but he's getting real fucking aggressive.
Yeah, dude. You know what I saw that motherfucker doing too? As he's walking away, he started hotboxing his fucking cigar. Fucking guy.
Which is actually on the fucking list of things that's really fucking stupid.
So stupid, man.
Oh, God. Yeah, don't hotbox your cigars. Don't be like that guy. Don't let that guy tell you how you need to smoke your cigars. Explain hotboxing to the folks.
Hotboxing is when you are constantly and consistently taking puffs off your cigar or cigarette, and the ash is building real long because of how fast you're smoking this fucking thing. And back in the day, I had a homie. We'd share cigarettes, you know, and let me get a puff, you know, and then I'd hand him my cigarette.
Sucks it down.
And then this motherfucker's just like smoked the whole fucking thing. Like he smoked half my fucking cigarette, and it's all ash. He just hotboxed the shit. So that's hotboxing. And needless to say, I used to tell that dude like, nah, I'll give you counties, bro.
Yeah, I mean, it's the amount of people that will do that and then come up and say, man, my cigar's not smoking right.
The cigar tastes like shit.
The cigar just isn't burning right. It's not burning right. It's not, you know, the construction's it must be the construction. It must be this. You're just, and this is where it's a blunder, is that they're not thinking about it. They're just fucking going to town on it. You have to be conscientious about how you're puffing it, how you're smoking it.
Slow the fuck down.
God, you have a baby here?
I got a baby. I'm gonna have to go fucking tell that baby to shut the fuck up.
Clyde Burns looks like he likes babies. You probably should hand her off to Clyde Burns.
Here, take this baby.
Take this baby, Clyde Burns. Leave us the fuck alone, bud.
There's one I wanted to mention when we were talking about cuttings. There's something that drives me fucking nuts. And maybe I could save this for the gripe, but I'll just bring it up right now anyway. Fuck it. But when I see motherfuckers cut their cigar with the cellophane still on it. And that just annoys the piss out of me.
Yeah, no, and I mean...
Oh, you know who's guilty of that? Dave.
Yeah.
Dave is guilty of that.
And the thing that annoys me is that he just pulls it out of the cellophane and then fucking smokes it anyway. So why won't you just take it out of the cellophane?
Take it out of the cellophane and then cut them off.
It's kind of a gripe. I've seen people do it because they didn't know any better, where it could be a blunder. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I've seen people do it where they're in a rush to go and they're like, oh, I gotta go. Can we cut these? But I do want the cellophane still on them, so they'll just fucking go to it. Mm-hmm. So, like, it can be a blunder. It is definitely a gripe, 100%.
Well, but the one thing that annoys me about it is keeping the cellophane on. Dude, you're going to dull the blade. You're dulling the fuck out of our shop blade. And I let you use mine, and then you do some shit like that. You're going to dull my blade.
And at what point does it even make sense at that point? If you're sitting here worried about the cellophane protecting the cigar, and then you cut said cellophane, it no longer provides protection to the cigar.
Right.
So it's misinformation on that part, because I'm pretty sure they learned that from someone else.
And then I gotta imagine on a fucking micro level, you're like jamming the cellophane into the tobacco.
Yeah, microplastics.
So
baby.
yeah, you're getting like microplastic.
That's why your testicles haven't dropped yet.
Yeah,
those microplastics all up in that cock.
Yeah. In the Roman era, it was they had lead poisoning was a big issue for them.
Yeah, now we got microplastics.
Now we got microplastics.
Which, arguably, lead poisoning is more badass than microplastics.
Yeah, I know.
It's kind of depressing.
Our sounds real faggy, which explains a lot.
Fuck's sake. Fuck's sake. Yeah, well, another one that has to do with cutting, because this is our emo episode. The idea that someone thinks they can cut a cigar in half and it keeps its structural integrity. So that is frustrating as well. And I've seen it happen
this for later.
With the cellophane on it. So that doubles down.
Oh, fuck no. Idiots, man.
And the thing that sucks is it goes into, it goes into misinformation, but it shouldn't be that difficult to figure out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, the people that go, oh, I'm just going to cut this in half and I'll smoke a bit now and smoke a bit later. That's not how a cigar works, dog. Stop. Get a shorter cigar. Or
Yeah, buy 2 small cigars.
buy 2 small cigars, or smoke as much as you can and clip it off. Clip it off till there's no black. You still got some cigar left. This goes into one of the things that Nate has noticed that people do. But
yeah, again.
so you can cut a cigar after you've smoked it. Just cut the bits off. Don't cut it in half. Smoke half of it. That's gonna fall apart, and then I'm gonna listen to you bitch about it. So it's like the people that are so misinformed, where they're like, "No, it's okay. I can cut this in half, and I got 2 cigars for the price of 1." That's not how that works.
No.
And then the one that Nate brought up, when you do cut it off at the nub or where you're finished smoking it.
Oh, real quick though, don't save it for the next fucking day. It's gonna taste like shit. Don't do that.
It's gonna taste like shit regardless, though.
But I've picked up a cigar and lit it later, and it wasn't too bad. But I have picked up a cigar and smoked it the next fucking day, or attempted to when I first started, and it tastes like absolute shit.
When you warm up that tobacco, it's starting the process of just getting stale. Mm-hmm. Like once it's getting warmed up, heated up, even if you cut it off and there's no more black on your cigar, and you cut that part off and whatnot, it's already running its course. So the sooner you smoke it, it's probably going to taste better, but it's still going to taste different.
I imagine the guys listening to this don't even need to be told. They probably don't even need to be told. If you're listening to this, you're not a fucking idiot.
Here's the thing. Would they tell you?
Maybe
They're out there fucking tamping out their cigars as we speak.
Fucking cunts.
Son of a bitch. Yeah, was the one that you were telling me earlier where it was putting the cigar back in your humidor.
Oh, yeah. I've seen that too many times. Dudes cut the portion of their cigar off. They're going to save it for later, and they put it back in their humidor with their other cigars, unsmoked cigars.
Yeah, you can't get that smell out.
That's, yeah. And I seen Travis's Padawan the other day. He had a cigar go out on him, and he's carrying around a cigar box with his cigars in it, and he just puts it back in that box. And I noticed it because when he opened the thing to show me what cigars he had, I could see all the ash flake on the bottom of the fucking box and everything. I didn't say nothing to him because he's not my Padawan.
I appreciate you acknowledging my Jedi abilities. He's not my Padawan either. At least not that I know of yet. That's a lot of education. I mean, it's the little mistakes, the little things, and kudos to, if you want to call him my Padawan, kudos to him. He does ask a lot of questions. He is trying to learn. The other day he came up with literally an inch of a cigar left, and it was kind of starting to fall apart. And he was like, "Oh man, I just want to take this as a learning experience." He's like, "What do I do if this happens?" I was like, "Well, dog, it looks like you're pretty close to being done with that cigar, so you can do whatever the fuck you want with it." I'm like, you can. He goes, "Can I just hold it together and smoke it like that? Is it gonna be okay?" I was like, "Sure. If you want to chief that down to the further down than that, go for it. I mean, you can also just put it out. It's at its time." And he's like, "Oh, okay, thanks." So he asks a ton of fucking questions, which you know how I am about questions. I'm very patient with him. Very patient. He is a good Padawan.
Which is crazy because you're not patient.
I am not that patient. I hate stupid questions. I hate stupid people. I hate lack of self-awareness and like surroundings and common sense shit. Bothers the piss out of me. That's for the grape episode.
It is a grape episode. But I will say though, I feel like people that are new to cigars, it's so daunting. It is daunting to a lot of new people. Well, it seems like a lot more than they expect.
So this is a weird time to say, let me preface this. But like this whole podcast, let's preface the whole podcast with the concept that we're not talking about newbie smokers. A lot of this stuff could be stuff that newbies do. That's fine. But almost everything we fucking talked about, I've seen fucking regulars do. Like people that come in every fucking day, every other day, at least once a week. They're regular smokers in their 40s, 50s, 60s doing this shit. That's where it becomes the scenario where it's like, are you making a mistake or are you just being a fucking idiot?
Being idiots.
I think that's the thing. It's like if you're a newbie, I get it. You make mistakes. You don't use your brain probably. These next generations are fucking hopeless. But like it's everyone. I'm noticing it from every aspect, every age range, every veterancy with smoking cigars. Mm-hmm. And it's like sometimes they're mistakes. Sometimes they're on that gripe level where we can just bitch about it and be like, God, you're fucking stupid. So, I don't know. Like, fucking goddamn episode.
Any other dumb things? Any other...
Your baby is losing her shit right now.
She is.
Unfucking believable.
Shut that baby up!
For fuck's sake. Our next episode is parenting.
I think we've got everything pretty well covered.
If you can think of other blunders that you did, we'd love to hear your stories.
Yeah, it's man. You can comment on Spotify. Fucking tell us in Spotify some dumb shit you've done. I mean, what you've seen done. Just let us know, man.
Like, there's a difference between it's like being stupid and making a mistake, but like, we've seen a lot of mistakes.
A lot of mistakes. And,
fuck ton of mistakes.
Yeah. But I think we should go ahead and cut this episode loose here. The old lady texted me asking me if I can pull a tooth out of my daughter's skull.
Hell yeah.
So I need to go do that.
Yeah. Tooth removal is a commonplace here, I've noticed.
Yep.
I'm going to let you know, guys, right now that since season 2 started, I've seen already one tooth extraction, and this is now the second one. So Nate's running a concentration camp up in here. Unbelievable. We were gonna do reviews. I think we should do that for a different episode.
Yeah, we'll use that in another episode.
Hell yeah.
Some cigar reviews that are pretty funny.
Yeah,
that we've come across. But
you know what? Share, like, subscribe, whatever the fuck you do. But also, like, share stories with us. We like hearing dumb stories.
Yeah, let us know what's
Or, like, if you find a cool-ass cigar review, or, like, not a cool-ass one. We don't care about the cool ones. We want, like, the really stupid fucking cigar reviews.
Yeah, some funny shit you've come across, or somebody saying something that's so insanely fucking stupid.
Yeah. I love reading those. We need more questions, guys.
Yeah.
I love answering questions.
I like answering questions, too.
Unless they're stupid questions, you can go fuck yourself.
Ask me a stupid question. I'd love to give a stupid answer.
I like to make you feel stupid. Don't forget to go
fuck yourself.
Peace.
Peace.
Shout out to Joseph Anderson for tossing the boys a couple Crowned Heads Blood Medicine limited editions. Hasn't listened to a single goddamn episode, but the second he saw a raffle, he popped up like a perv at a window, hoping to win a 4-pack of their favorite poles. Hustle respects hustle, I guess. 3 people in the blind tasting so far. What is this? A secret circle jerk for the indecisive? It's one cigar, not a blood pact. You light it up during the season finale, shoot the shit with the boys, and pretend your opinion matters for once in your sorry life. Don't miss your chance to be part of cigar podcast history, or at least a chaotic, nicotine-fueled fever dream. Buy the damn stick, join the show, and let's see if your taste buds got the stones to hang. You throw us some coin, we throw you some groin. Drop a donation, and boom, you're getting credited in an episode of Los Jerkos. Executive producer, sponsor, Cigar Fairy. You call it, we just say thanks with style.